friend given by nature, and this quote holds true to my siblings and I. Without them, my life would be a much lonelier one, where I have 3 less best friends than I do now. I'm here today to express the appreciation and admiration I have for my brother and sisters. I'll start with my oldest sister, Paula. Being that she was 6 years older than me, I always looked up to her and at times even tried being like her. When I was 7, my parents got a divorce, and for the next couple of years, my mother had to work twice as hard and twice as much to be able to support 3 kids on her own. During this time, my sister took up the mother role at home and always cooked for me and my brother, cleaned, helped us on our homework, and kept us entertained. At the young age of 14, my sister was taking on a lot of responsibility and home, and I respect her so much for that. Till this day, I like to call her my second mother. At the same time, she was also one of my greatest friends who I can trust to tell anything without her telling my mother. Sure, maybe she was just as crazy as my mother, but I could always count on her for the right advice and for a great laugh. I've watched my sister grow up from a crazy teenager to a professional, successful young woman, and I couldn't be more proud. When I left her in New York to come to Florida, it was one of the hardest things to do, and every day I miss her. But I appreciate her and everything she's done more now than ever before. The greatest laughs I've had in my life were shared with my siblings. The majority of those laughs were most likely because of something my older brother John said, because he is the funniest man I've ever met in my life. For a long period of time, John was the only man in the house, and even though he was only 3 years older than me, he took up the responsibility surprisingly well. He probably is the smartest of all of us, but he was also the most passive. However, if my sister, mother, or I needed protection, he was always there to stand up for us. We always attended the same schools, and for years we even rode the same bus. When we moved to Jacksonville, it was just my mother, her fiancé, John, and I, and we knew nobody else. He was entering his senior year as I was going into my freshman year to Mandarin High, and for both of us it wasn't easy, but this made us closer than ever. We'd come home and laugh about all the dumb kids at our new school, and we'd spend every Friday night together watching whatever movie he'd watch because he loved movies. And I never minded because I just loved spending time with him. About 2 years ago, he moved to Miami to live with my father, and I missed him just as much as I missed my sister. But now he's on the dean list at Florida International University, soon to be at the police academy, and he's working as hard as he always has, and I'm so proud of him. The latest and cutest addition to the family is Isabella Mariah. She's 16 years younger than me, and she still makes me laugh more than anyone else my age. For a long time, I was the baby of the family, but once Isabella came along, she took over the house. Ask me 5 years ago if I ever imagined my mother having another child, and I would have called you crazy. But I'm glad it happened because this little girl has been such a blessing in my life. I'm finally getting the chance to be the big sister and be there for her the way my brother and sister were there for me. The only sad part is watching her grow before my eyes. She's only 2 years old, and I can already hold a full conversation with her. She's funnier and more talented than I ever was at her age, and I know she's going to do great things. I'll let you know now, it's not always fun and games between us, but just like any siblings, we fight and we cry, but we love again. I know God made these amazing people as my own blood, as a gift to me, and I thank Him every day for them, because I can't imagine the person I would be today if it wasn't for them.